என்னை அழைத்தவரே, என்னை தொட்டவரே, நீர் இல்லாமல் நான் இல்லையே. என்னை அழைத்தவரே, என்னை தொட்டவரே, நீர் இல்லாமல் நான் இல்லையே. நான் வாழ்ந்தது உங்க கிருபை, நான் வளர்ந்ததும் உங்க கிருபை, என்னை உயர்த்தி வைத்தீரே உம் கிருபையே. நான் வாழ்ந்ததும் உங்க கிருபை, நான் வளர்ந்ததும் உங்க கிருபை, என்னை உயர்த்தி வைத்தீரே உம் கிருபையே. உங்க கிருபை வேண்டுமே, உங்க கிருபை போதுமே, இல்லாமல் நான் ஒன்றும் இல்லையே இயேசுவே. தனிமையில் அழுத போது தேற்றிட யாரும் இல்லை, தள்ளாடி நடந்த போது தாங்கிட யாரும் இல்லை. தனிமையில் அழுத போது தேற்றிட யாரும் இல்லை, தள்ளாடி நடந்த போது தாங்கிட யாரும் இல்ல. கதறி அழுத நேரத்தில் என் கண்ணீர் துடைத்த உங்க கிருபை, உங்க கிருபை இல்ல நானும் இல்ல. உங்க கிருபை இல்ல நானும் இல்ல. உங்க கிருபை வேண்டுமே, உங்க கிருபை போதுமே, உங்க கிருபை இல்லாமல் நான் ஒன்றும் இல்லையே. உங்க கிருபை வேண்டுமே, உங்க கிருபை போதுமே, உங்க கிருபை இல்லாமல் நான் ஒன்றும் இல்லையே இயேசுவே. Hello everyone, I'm New Bigin Moses and I welcome you all to the first episode of Break the Chains. And I would like to draw your attention to the book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 and 2. And what do we learn from this chapter? As we read this chapter, we see a man named Elkanah, and he had two wives, and they were Phinina and Hannah. When we see Phinina, she was being blessed with children, but whereas Hannah, she had no children. And what is the special quality of Hannah? Hannah was a woman of prayer and a woman who was longing to spend her time in the presence of God. And look what had happened in Hannah's life. And in the verse number 5, it clearly states that it was the Lord who had closed the womb of Hannah. When we see Hannah, she had the heart of thirst in seeking God more than anybody else in the Bible. And she had a longing and she was seeking for something in her life because she had no children and she was asking God to bless her with a child. Here we see, after when the Lord had closed the blessing door for Hannah, we see the pattern of a prayer. The pattern which she was using, it was filled with misery, tears and pain. It has been mentioned in the verse number 11. And as she was praying, she made a vow with God. She said to God, Lord, if you bless me with a son, and I will give him back to you to serve you all the days of his life. And that is something amazing. In the verse number 17, it states that Eli, the high priest of the temple, he was observing the prayer of Hannah. And what Hannah does here, she is asking God, Lord, show me a favor. Let me find favor in your eyes. And even we have to learn this attitude should be carried in our life. Let us ask God to show His favor. in our life, when God shows His favor in our life, what happens? A miracle comes out. In the verse number 19, it clearly states that the Lord remembered Hannah. If God can remember Hannah, why can't He remember you and me? Because He's a God who observes our prayer. When God observes our prayer, He never keeps Himself silent. He started to work. He starts to work into our needs. And in the verse number 20, it says that Hannah was conceived and she gave birth to a son named Samuel. After when God had blessed Hannah with a child, she didn't fail to dedicate her son to serve God for all the days of his life. Even though you're going through sorrow, learn to make a commitment with God like Hannah. Once you make a commitment with God, the closed doors will be open to you. So my dear brothers and sisters, you need not worry about anything in your life. Learn to make a commitment with God today. Your commitments will bring changes in your life. As God brought changes in Hannah's life, as God brought changes in the prayer pattern of Hannah, as we've seen before, the pattern of Hannah's prayer was filled with misery and tears. But now, here in chapter number 2, verse 1, it clearly says that Hannah prayed and said, "My heart rejoices in the Lord. In the Lord my horn is lifted high." Horn refers to a higher dignity, to a higher status. That is where God wants to take you up. So my dear brothers and sisters, let favor of God be seen in your life today. When God's favor is being found in your life, the closed doors will be open to you and your horns will be lifted up only in Him. If you have been blessed through this word, do let us know your testimony and drop your comments in the comment box. May God bless you all and have a good day.